Greetings, everyone. We're so happy to be here today. And yes, it's Mother's Day, and I want to say blessings to all mothers. We have done our due diligence. Some are new at this, some are old at this, and some are in the in between point with it. What do we do with these children? But one of the things that I want you to be encouraged and know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And that right well. We'll talk about that, how David said that right well. But we want you to be encouraged today, no matter what your situation is. Let's get started. So, hey, Minister Wanda. So she's looking so beautiful. She made me look beautiful today too. But we're excited to be here today, as always. It could have. Let me just greet some ladies here, and I'll move on. Look, we got the front of the class that be here. Sister Dana be right on point. She be here before we're here. Sister Doreen, they were here before we even got started. But I want to thank them. I want to thank Mar for being here. Hey, Mar. Who else is here? Alicia. Hey, Alicia. Thank you for being here. Pastor Daphne, thank you for being here. We just greet everyone. We just greet you and say thank you. Who?
Ashley.
Is she there?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Boo. Hey, Ash. You know, got to do the mirror, got to do the mirror. But as I think about it, let me just say this. My name is Leslie Montgomery, and you are tuned into LKM Kingdom Living. Welcome, everybody. Apostle, welcome. Thank you for being here this morning. So, when I was thinking about looking in the mirror um, uh, today, I was thinking about the mothers that look in the mirror and have no hope.
Mm.
Self reflection can be quite a trip. What about it is on your mind?
That is true, sir. Self reflection can be a trip. And so right now she is looking in her mirror thinking about the mothers that have no hope. That's what
Well, why, thank you. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Do I need to say anything else? Well, I guess I was taking too long and my phone decided to speak for me. But when Minister Wanda, when you really think about it and you think about mothers, this is not a good day for everybody.
it is not.
Hey, it's not. A lot of women are sad
Mhm.
for many different reasons. I thought about some friends of mine. One lost her daughter this week. Another one lost her daughter, and the daughter lost her mother, and how that is not. Today is a little solemn for them. I think about my sister that lost her son, and she says that every Mother's Day is a hard day for her, you know. And I think sometimes we think in our mind that everybody is going through a happy process,
Mhm.
that everybody is rah rah and all this stuff, and they're not. There's some mothers in the bed that
Yeah.
can't get up this morning
Yeah.
because of life situations. And so those are, I want to talk to all mothers today. And when I went to send out my little me, I could not say happy Mother's Day, because I thought about those that would read it and it's not a happy day.
Mhm.
And so I was like, Father, I want to talk to them, but what do I say? And he was like, I'm fearfully, yeah, AI, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And we are. We were made that before we had children.
Mhm.
And he loved us in spite before there was children. He knew what we would go through, but he to him, we are so beautiful. To him, we are wonderfully made. And to take this one day and make it a whole life. And the reason why I said that, I was like yesterday at the Sabbath, I was like, what is Mother's Day really all about? Hey, Tiff Tiff. And so I started doing research on it, and it's another pagan holiday.
Mhm.
But there was this woman, was her last name. I can't, her first name, I can't remember off the top of my head, but she created the 10th to celebrate her mother that had passed away. And when she created this day, she created it so that mothers could be celebrated. And America, I don't know whether to say America, but they got hold of it and they began to make money off of it. And she fought to, she went to court, she did everything she could so that this could not be a day that was made for profit. They put her in an asylum and paid for her stay because she was coming against them and they're making money. And I thought about that thing, how this woman took the day, but the day is very pagan if you do the history on it and find out about it. But she created the 10th because she wanted to celebrate her mother. And she wasn't trying to make it a money maker. And they took this thing and ran with it.
That's normal, as usual.
Yeah. And so when I think about just all the mothers, first I want to say we love you,
Mhm.
we appreciate you, and most of all, the Father appreciates you.
Absolutely.
You have work to do. And yes, things come to put dampers on our lives to stop us from going forth, and days like this to signify that everybody is supposed to be happy, and they have and all these things they have that take place, and everybody's not there.
That's true.
Everybody doesn't even know what it is today because they are so out of loop because of life. And I kind of want to talk to that effect of it, Minister Wanda. Let me come drag this back in, and I want to do some video.
Well, that's the gist of what we're going to talk about. How about that? That was a precursor to give you a summary, basically, of what the program is about today.
Yes.
You have some videos, Prophet Leslie?
Well, our faithful one.
What did you do to my sign?
I wrote the same, but in different words.
Thanks, love.
Uh-oh. That's the wrong spot. Minister Wanda, do you know how many mothers can't see it today? That is a beautiful day.
Absolutely.
I'm going to let you talk.
You had another video?
Oh,
Get an video.
that's a good one.
I have a question. When was the last time you cried without apologizing for it? Without wiping your face so fast and saying, I'm fine? Without turning away so nobody saw? Y'all, we treat tears like a malfunction, like weakness leaking from our eyes, like something to manage. But your tears are not a breakdown. They're a language. Science will tell you that emotional tears carry stress hormones and toxins out of your body. What you call falling apart, your body calls a master cleanse. You've been holding it together for so long that holding has become your identity. But some things need to come out, not in a breakdown, but in a release. Your tears are not evidence of failure. They are your body's oldest bath and deepest prayer. So darling, let them flow. In fact, the next time tears come, don't fight them. Set a timer for 2 minutes and let them fall. No explaining, no narrating, no apologizing. Just let your body pray the prayer your mouth can't form.
So that was my other one.
I
The-
love that. I love that. Child, let them go. It cleanses. It's a body cleanse from within on the outside. So let it flow. Let it flow. Tears are a bath. I know, right?
I do too. Yeah.
Just beautiful this morning, and I appreciate that so much because we do hide our tears as mothers. We go in our room, behind closed doors, and we if you're like me, you start to cry and then you hurry up and wipe them because I'm not supposed to be crying. I'm supposed to be strong, and I love that. I think you should make that one our new video.
Okay.
I think that should be our new video because it's a cleanse to the body. And all of us know about, if you don't, you need to detox. Even with hair care, it is one of the things that you should be doing. It should be a part of your regimen, your body, your hair. And now we're learning that our tears are basically detoxing us. So baby, let them flow. Let them flow. It might feel like it's hurting, but let them flow because it's good for you. It's good for you.
Mhm. And who are you?
Ah, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon. It might even be evening in some part of the world. My name is Wanda L. Floyd. I am a licensed hair care professional, certified hair loss practitioner and barber. I'm an author. I am a mother, do some things in ministry, and I'm just happy to be here.
All right. Well, I do. Dana's talking about something I do want to talk about, but I don't want to. I want to honor my daughters, Adrian and Ashley. They're doing their own things and they're wonderful mothers. Ashley is a wife. She's a mother.
Yes.
She's getting her doctorates. She's
Come
going
on.
to another school, and she's working 2 jobs. because one of them has to do with the other school she's going to. So my hat's off to her. And
Yes.
Adrian, she's keeping it together. Things. She's a single mom, so things are a little different. But she's keeping it together. She Every time you turn around, she want to go to school for something else. But
Mhm.
I just want to let them know how much I love them. I'm proud of them and how far they come and what they're doing in spite of their mama. In spite of their mama, they have done amazing, and I really appreciate that. To all the mothers, thank you for what
Yes.
you've done. Thank you for how you loved on your children as much as you knew how. You hear it all the time. There's no manual for being a mother, you just become one. So we have to give ourselves some grace, even as being a mother, for things we might not have done. There's a whole lot I haven't done right. And when I look back on it, I'm like, Lord have mercy. And you'll always hear me say, when Ashley's coming on, I get nervous because
Yeah.
Ashley will tell the truth. Which I love. And she always say, Mom, stop saying that. I have one that's a cheerleader, Adrian. Everything I do is wonderful. And then I have Ashley that's gonna put it in my face and say, yeah, but but I appreciate and I love both of them so much. And I pray that today is Lord, I'm
Listen. Hey. Wash through and through.
washed through and through. What's that song Hezekiah and them used to sing? Won't
Won't
he make you
make
clean
me clean
inside?
inside.
Yeah.
Won't he make you? Yes. Down inside. Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
But today we do want to honor each and every one of you. Some of you have great stories, and we honor you for that. Some of you have stories that you might have put a lot of tears out
Mhm.
because of the way things turned out. But we honor you. You
Yes.
did what you knew to do. One
Yes.
of the things my mother told me, I'm laughing at Alicia. One of the things my mother told me, not my mother, my mother-in-law said I didn't know how to be a good mother
Mm.
because she didn't come up. Her mother was good, but her
Mhm.
mother's words was bad,
Mhm.
and her mother always condemned her. So sometimes we take fault for things we don't know. I guess I don't know if I'm putting it the right way. We don't know. But we lead as well as we know how to lead. Some mothers have led through fear. Some mothers have led through anger, disappointment. And yes, the children saw the brunt of it, but you didn't know how to release,
Mhm.
so you did what you knew how to do. I think about even my life, and like I said, when I think about my life and being married and having Ashley, and uh, look, we'd be here all day if I tell you everything in my life. But just to go from that point to go to uh, getting pregnant out of wedlock, and the people on my job um, won't even say it, and it's like, you need to get rid of that baby because you're an evangelist, and that's going to make you look bad. And I heard the father say, if you get on that table, you would never get up.
Mm. Mm.
So I had to go through the ridicule of being an evangelist and pregnant, being a leader in the church and being pregnant. Uh, I got pregnant by uh, a boy that we all grew up together. And the crazy thing was, one day we was in church because his parents was pastors, and he said, "Leslie, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have you." And I just kind of shook it off. But he did. I mean, he got his way. And then after I got pregnant, he didn't want to own the child. when I had the child, his mother and her girlfriend came to the house to see if the child looked like him. When I tell you I went through. But those same parents that sent messages, you be real good if you keep your legs closed. You be real good, and you got to come before the church, and you got to repent, and all these undercover sisters, all these things. Yes, Alicia, all these things they used to tear me down about, you know. And now, out of all their grandchildren, my daughter Adrian is the one that's there saying about them. And now the outlook, because they wouldn't help me when I was young. They would tell me, well, the grandma would say, I got to help my other granddaughter with her children. I got to help this one. And I would never keep her away from them. My flesh wanted to, but I was like, no, those are your grandparents. And now they look to her when they need things done, they're calling her. They gave her, what, 20, what year are we in? 26, 25, Mazda free. They paid for it. They gave her a house.
Come on,
If
look
I
at
had kept her away, she wouldn't have never, ever received the things, the benefits she has received. And so when I think about those things, was I in the wrong? Yeah, I was wrong. Having sex and being a leader, yeah, I was wrong. And did I go through about it? Yeah. One day I was going in church, and one of the ministers came up to me and said, um, "Let me tell you something. You walk in Romans 1, what is it, 8 and 1. There is now no condemnation." That changed my life. I remember when I had a dedicated, and I sat up there and cried through the whole dedication, broke down because of the process that I had to go through, that I took her through. You know, she wasn't born yet, but well, at this time she was. But the process of being broken while I was carrying her because I made a mistake and couldn't forgive myself.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. I, whatever has happened, you've got to forgive yourself. And the one that loves you has already forgiven you. If you repented, walk in that thing. Walk in that thing. And that's just one story that, you know, I Minister Wanda, I don't know if you wanted to say something before.
You got me over here ready to throw blows. They said, what? Excuse me? But no, that's the thing. People can be so cruel and so ugly. And I went through some things with my oldest son when I was pregnant, and rumors in the church and all of that. Um, but I still went to church every Sunday while my stomach was growing, and with the whispers and the talking behind their back, and things like that, and um threats as well. When that baby get here, if I see anything looking like, okay. And nobody had any idea that I have been raped.
Mhm.
And I originally was going to, because of the circumstance, it was a date rape. And back then, we didn't have the terminology and the uh, the enforcements that we have, and justice being on our side as a woman now. There was no such thing, no term as date rape back then. No, you just opened your legs, and only one person knew what happened. And matter of fact, she's very good friend. She's my doctor. She was the only one that knew what had actually happened. Um, and I had thought about getting rid of it. My father would not let me.
Mm.
And so I have my oldest son, The rest of my children are from marriage, but my oldest son wasn't, and he is he is my heart. you know. Um, I'm glad that Yahweh didn't allow me to do that because he is a very dynamic young man, very talented, funny. Oh my goodness, funny. We can sit and laugh, and one thing we can't do, we cannot sit in church together very long. We cannot.
You
Um,
put a video out about that one time.
and look, we cannot sit in church together, not long, because it's gonna be funny. It's something, and tears. We laughing so hard, tears are flowing, and so love him dearly. But not everybody has these wonderful stories about pregnancies and going through those pregnancies, and then raising those children like you. I didn't do everything right when it was him, and then the my twin daughters when they came along. I did not do everything right. We were taught if you bad, you whoop that tail. That's what. Oh, can I say that on here? I'm sorry.
We can now. That's past.
I don't want to get you. Whoop that.
No.
Whoop their behinds. That's what we were taught. I
And
want
that's what I did.
Yeah, and I whooped some tail, and if you were disobedient, spare the rod, spoil the child. That's what we was taught. I was not spared. I didn't have to get whoopings that often, but I remember my mama used to say, "You working up on a butt whooping." I'd be
Well,
like,
I got 'em all the
I'm
time.
gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. And sooner or later, I ended up working up on that butt whooping. But I believed in disciplining my children. Even today, when that talking didn't work all the time. Now, I did have that death stare that look at you that be like, you better sit down somewhere and shut up. You better stop moving. Now, I did have that, but I whooped them, and now you have the thing there. There's so much that we did that is now taboo, and now our children go to therapy, and then they go
Talk
to
about you.
therapy and talk about you, and now you're horrible and you're not worth even talking to anymore. So like you said, I mothers did their best, and I want to say, for your strength, we thank you. We honor you for your endurance. We honor you today for making ways. And I know we say that Yahweh makes a way out of no way. He does. And a lot of times it is his intuition that he has placed in us that will help us make a way out of no way. I remember one time I had to feed those 3 children, and there was nothing. I had in the refrigerator some fried chicken wings. In the cabinet, I had 1 can of mixed vegetables, and I had some type of pasta. And I put all that in a pot with some water and some seasoning and made some soup. So we are we are innovators. We will invent, we will do what is necessary. So
Yes.
when you had to make a meal out of nothing, we celebrate you. When you
Yes.
did what was necessary to make sure that they were clothed and kept a roof over their head, we say thank you. We honor you. And it does not matter what that roof was. Even if at some point you found yourself homeless and that roof over their head, that shelter was just your coat, we honor you today. A mother is a beautiful gift that Yahweh created. A woman being able to carry a child, multiple children, and bring them to this earth. That when you give birth, it's almost like you could die. It's at a point where you could die. Some mothers have, because they've bled out. So if you're a mother, Yahweh chose you. That's what he told me. And then I'm gonna be done right now, Prophet Leslie. I was sitting, you were chosen to be a mother. I was sitting in my kitchen and I was cleansing my body as I was thinking about all these children, and they kept coming. And I was like, why are you doing this? Why all these children? What am I supposed to do? And blah blah blah. Why would you make me have all these children? And blah blah blah. He said, this has nothing to do with you. You were just a vessel that I used to get these children into the earth. They are for my purpose. And I shut up, wiped my tears after that. And so, as a mother, sometimes we make a big deal and people say, well, everybody ain't a mother. Okay. Well, Yahweh chose you to bring life into this earth for his purpose, and that's an honor. So today we celebrate you.
Yeah. Um, and the ones that you had that didn't make it here, how many was that? I don't even know if you want to really put that out there.
4.
4.
I had 4 that
Mhm.
did not make it here. And there are some moms
That don't.
that carried and they did not make, the baby might
Yeah.
not have made it, or there might have been a stillbirth. Yahweh still chose you. And for whatever reason, he knows what we don't know. You know, sometimes he can foresee down, well, not sometimes, he can foresee. And we have no idea the reasons. So
Right.
even that, you're still a mother because he chose you to carry that life.
Yeah. When you were talking about um, having enough food, I remember times when I would feed them and not eat, you know, because of just trying to, at that time, survive, and still a Christian, still going to church, still singing and clapping my hand and shouting all over the place, and did not have enough. There goes that word enough. But yeah, I think about, and I was thinking about it, you tapped on it, and Dana tapped on one area. I was even thinking about children that they lost their mother at birth. They never knew their mother. And some of them, this is not a happy day for them, you know. I was thinking about that. I was just thinking about, there's just so many vast areas to this thing. And we just all just have what's it called? Funnel vision? Tunnel vision. And we only see it the way our environment presents it.
Absolutely. Like you stated before, there's so many aspects of this that we don't consider, we don't think about. You helped me see that this morning. There are children who are incarcerated, who wish have, there's so many aspects to that, who wish who may have given their mother hell, if I may say that, and now wish, if I had a moment from behind these doors, what I would say and do and hug and love on my mother. And then you have the mothers whose child or children are incarcerated, and
That's right.
they can't see them. This is not a happy day for them.
Right. Right.
Like you stated, children who don't know who their mothers are. Some of us are adopted. Some of them are in foster care. Their mother gave them up for whatever reason. This ain't a happy day for them. You
Yeah.
know, either they're mad or wish I knew who my mother was. I would celebrate her today. So
And let me just add this in there, because talking about those in prison, that their mother passed away and they never
Wow,
get to see them.
yeah,
They're not even allowed to even come to the funeral.
yeah, yeah.
And they have to, that's guilt that they, you
Yeah,
know, that they have to deal with. But to on and we don't want this to be a downer. We just want you to know we understand.
Mhm.
We can't say we know what it's like, but we can say we with compassion we
Mhm.
understand. And as Minister Wanda said, he chose us and the children chose each other.
Right. Right.
And then we say, well, what in the world? But don't give yourself some grace.
Yes.
Give yourself some grace. Yes, some of you didn't know how to be a good parent, but your child is grown now. Some of them love you, and some of them don't want anything to do with you. And that you have to give to the Father,
Absolutely.
because only He can make the change. Only He can make a difference. But your heart, He
Mhm.
wants your heart to be healed.
Yes.
He doesn't want you to live with regret of how what you did or did not do. We can't
Right.
we can't go back and redo it. And I know I'm not having no more children.
Ted.
Redo. So the best thing for you to do is to love on yourself now.
Absolutely.
Forgive yourself and understand that the Father loves you just enough to make a change in your heart and in your mind. And, sometimes I think that I'm gonna say parents, but since we're talking about mothers today, they look at other mothers and everything is just grand. It looks like, and the children is so happy, the mother is so happy, and everybody just gets along, and they regret the fact that that's not their family. That's not their story. Every one of us will not have the same story.
Mhm.
Every one of us will not have the same journey, but it's what we do with what we have that makes a difference.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right now, what do you have? You have life,
Yes.
and you can have it more abundantly. You can walk out of your shoes of regret, your shoes of sorrow, being sorrowful. Those days is over. Why? He tells us to give thanks in everything. So find something within your journey that you can give thanks for. So, yeah, I said Psalms 139 and 14. I will praise thee, for
Mm.
I am.
I just said, that's all.
Oh, I thought you were saying you wanted to read.
Mm-mm.
I will praise thee, for I am. The writer, David, knew who he was. For I am. It doesn't even say the Lord said it. He says, for I am. And that's what I want you to begin to make your confession. Fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works. When I look at me, man, I'm the works that the Father has done, the Creator has created in me. I want to say marvelous in my sight and in his sight. It says, and that my soul knoweth right well. We always quote the first part of that,
Right.
fearfully and wonderfully made, but it goes deeper because it tells us this is the writer saying, he's the one saying, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. He's looking at in the mirror and he's saying, I'm all that. He's looking in the mirror and said, man, what you made in me, I think I can get it open. But what you made in me is all that. You did a good job. My nose might be crooked, but you did a good job. My eyes might not be hazel,
Right.
but you did a good job.
Yes.
My lips might not be little, but you did a good job. However, He created us. He did a good job.
Yes.
And that right, what to say? And that right well. You've got to be well with the fact that what who you are now, maybe in the past you wasn't all that in a bag of chips, but who you are now, who you see how do you see yourself?
Hmm.
Do you see yourself the way he created you, or do you have the baggage of what you didn't do right and how your children don't honor you? This is the point of the matter is this is just one day. You have a lifetime ahead of you. And
Hmm.
society has made it so that if you're not honored on this one day, that it's just doom and gloom. That's the way they painted the picture. The picture that is painted is that if you're not honored by anybody,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Then it's just horrible. We literally have taken one day, a day that, as you stated, a lady just chose to honor and celebrate the memory of her mother. We have taken this day and just made it a day that not that just has to be celebrated. And if it's not celebrated, people feel bad. We forced the world to honor their mother this day.
yes,
This
those
is
that don't
this
want to,
those that don't want to, then you have mothers that want to be and they're not. Then you have children that want to and they can't. We have forced this day of honoring our mother on one day,
one
when in
day.
actuality, we should always show the person who has cared for you, the person that's looking out for you, the person that's sheltering you, the person that's pouring into you, the person that's clothing you, feeding you, doing all that they can. We should always
Honor.
honor them, celebrate them, give them words of encouragement, write them little notes,
Right.
draw them little pictures.
Yes.
Pick a flower from somebody else's rose bush.
Gonna get us in trouble.
We gonna get in trouble. Or from your rose bush inside, or just knock on the door. Can I
Wait, they'd be like, wait, is that
get a
from my
little
rose bush?
right? That's what did that come? Little girl, that's so pretty. Can I have that from my mommy? I'll tell you no. And if they do, but who would tell a child no? You
A
know,
lot of people.
they would, but just let's we just thinking wonderful thoughts. But just take the time. That's what should be taught, not focused on this one day. Because I can tell you, I'm going to be honest about me. Birthdays and Mother's Day, as my children became teenagers, going into adulthood, I never looked forward to. It was better when they were little and they was at school and they would bring those
Making
little
you a little
things that
something.
they made, or this little frame with pasta shells, and they done spray painted it gold with with their picture in it, and
Yes.
little things that you would get because they're coming home with a little note, they're coming home with something because somebody else is encouraging that. But when it comes to the place when they have to do it on their own, when they have to recognize your birthday, when they have to recognize Mother's Day and it doesn't happen, it can be devastating for
It
you.
can be.
I remember one Mother's Day in particular. I got up that morning and we all getting ready for church, and I come downstairs with anticipation, and and there's nothing, and we get in the car and we driving to church, and church was about an hour. So I'm sitting there with anticipation and, and I used to tell my children all the time, it wasn't about a gift. You could write me a letter. Just write me a letter, write me a note, that just tells me something. We get all the way to church. We're in church. Church is over now. The church does a little Mother's Day thing. They give you a card. The men would give all the women a card and maybe a $5, gift card to Starbucks. My pastor would do something. We're in the car. We're driving home. And we get all the way home. Not one child in that car ever said Happy Mother's Day to me. And I went in my room and I cried, and I just was like, I do not believe that not one of y'all said Happy Mother's Day to me. And then my oldest daughter tried to pull everybody together and go make, dinner and buy cake and all that. And I accepted it. But I was like, that's the afterthought. But I finally realized that even this Mother's Day, I was like, you know what? I was fixed to work today. I promise y'all, I had about 5 clients today,
Wow.
and slowly everybody started to cancel because
Wow.
I had made up my mind I was not going to get caught up in this man-made holiday. This man-made holiday did not determine who I was as a mother. It did not dictate my importance as a mother. It did not dictate whether I did it well, I did it excellent, and needed to be honored. It did not dictate that. So I made up in my mind, this is just another day. And if
Yes.
nobody says anything, I'm good. I am so good, right? And yesterday, my baby, who is on the sea, Yahweh be praised, got a Wi-Fi signal and saying, everybody has been praying for Nookie, thank you. A Wi-Fi signal to say, Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And show me a picture of something. She got me some perfume that is very expensive that I've been wanting for years and would not buy for myself. Aaliyah got that for me. And then next thing I know, it was a beautiful bouquet of flowers at the door. I tell you, when you decide what you're not going to allow the world to dictate to you, and that's what we're telling you today. Children, give yourself some grace. Mothers, give yourself some grace. This day does not dictate to you who you are as a mother. Because if we pay attention to this day, like you said, a lot of people are going to be sad. They're going to be broken. They're going to be disheartened. They're not going to be encouraged. Like you said, not being able to get out the bed because the world has dumped this on us and made it the end all be all. And it's not. We want you to know today that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Yahweh chose to put you in this earth. And we are grateful today that all of you are here. And we want you to know that.
Don't stop talking.
Mm-mm.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Okay, I got one more thing, and I'm going to that. So here, which is something that I never paid attention to, because like you said in Psalms 139, we only read that I praise you because actually we don't even say I will praise you. We literally just
I'm
say
fearfully and wonderfully
and
made.
wonderfully made. That's all we remember out of this Psalms. But I like 13 and I like 15.
Yes.
Because 13 says, for you have possessed my reins. You have covered me in my mother's womb. I love that.
There you go.
I love that. All of us were covered in our mother's wombs. And those children, they were covered in your womb. And 15 says My substance, which means my bones, they weren't hid from you, even though I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. I wasn't hid from you. It doesn't matter how I got here, how I was formed in that mother's womb. I wasn't hid from you. You knew me. You had thoughts of me, plans for an expected ends, plans of good things. You had my purpose and my destiny, even from the point before I even was formed in my mother's womb. So my bones weren't hid from you, even though they thought it was a secret, even though we might have kept the secret. I wasn't a secret to you. You loved me. You loved me.
You might as well read on down to 24.
Okay. All of it or just go to 24?
No, read it all.
Read on to 24? Okay.
Uh-huh.
My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Your eyes, they did see my substance. You did see my bones, yet being unperfect. And in thy book, all my members were written. Hallelujah. Which in continuous were fashioned. So you continually fashion me. You continually mold me. You continually make me. You're working on me day by day. Even as a mother, you're working on us day by day. At this age that I am now, there are some things that I said, man, if I could do this over, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done that. And then there are still things that I'm working on. Let me text my baby.
Always.
Say, I love you. I care about you. I'm
Yes.
thinking about you. I'm proud of you. Because I wasn't really one of those, once they got older, I wasn't one of those lovey-dovey's, kind of mamas come hug on me. And then when I tried to hug on them, they was like, ew, mom, And so I make it my business. I have to make myself stop. When I think about it, I just stop. And I have a group chat that I just text them and say, I love you guys. I'm proud of all of you.
Yeah.
I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. So he's continuing to fashion us, right? And when as yet there was none of them, how precious also are thy thoughts to me. His thoughts to you are precious. I love that. They're precious. That's what you have to start thinking. Father, your thoughts, they are precious. How precious are your thoughts to me? Oh, Elohim, how great is the sum of them. There are so many precious thoughts that he has about you. And when you think about that, that makes you smile. That should make you stand up erect and square them shoulders and be like, yeah, I am fearfully and wonderfully made and wonderfully made. And you know what? My soul knows that that's well. Yeah, that I am. And because his thoughts.
So everything had to line up.
Come on. Come on.
Mm-mm.
Those thoughts about you are precious, and it's a lot of them. It's a lot of those thoughts, right?
Good things.
Good things. If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. Man, God, can you count? Let me ask y'all. Can you count the sand? We can't count the sand, right?
Then he told Abraham, right?
That's what his seed would be, as numbers as the sand. You can't count the sand, you can't count the stars. So that's how many wonderful thoughts, precious thoughts Yahweh has about you. You can't number them. If you can number the sand, you can number them thoughts. Man, that's enough to make everybody be grinning from ear to ear right about now. When I awake, I'm still with you. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Elohim. Depart from me, therefore, you bloody men, you people that make me feel bad, you ones that talk negative, whoever that is, get away from me. Just get away from me. For they speak against you wickedly, and your enemies take your name in vain. But I do not hate them, O Yahweh, that hate you. And I am not grieved with those that rise up against you. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. So search me, O Elohim, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Amen.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. That is an awesome chapter, actually, and to know that what took how he spoke in the beginning and about different things that was taking place, and then it was like, wait a minute, though, but I'm fearfully. It wasn't like the father said, "You're fearfully." He said, "I'm." So when you look in the mirror, and I always say, tell yourself you love yourself.
Yes.
You got to see yourself in the good eyes of the Lord. You got to see what He created. Stop calling yourself a monster. Stop calling yourself a failure because you raised your children the best way you can and they went south. Look at yourself. Begin to pour into yourself and see what the Father has done. What's that song? Look and see what God has done.
Yes. Look what the Lord has done. Mhm.
Yeah, and that is a part of healing. That is a part of releasing and deliverance, to begin to see yourself differently, begin to speak differently about yourself. Not with the enemy. Stop coming into agreement with the enemy
Yes,
and understand that the Father doesn't see you that way.
He does.
He sees you as someone that's beautiful. And not only that, He sees you as His masterpiece.
Come on.
And when He sees you as His masterpiece, He's only seeing what He created. All that other stuff that has held us and kept us bound all this time, it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
It's time to let it go. We can't make our children do anything after they get a certain age. They
Mhm.
have to want to. And so we can no longer blame ourselves for
That's right.
what they do or don't do.
That's
The
right.
Father, listen, we don't recognize that the Father always blesses us. Someone might come along and say, I thought about you,
Mhm.
and send you a gift. I thought about you, and this is what's happening. Or this, all these things. We have to pay attention to all these things. He's not going to let you go void.
That's right.
We look and we have that tunnel vision and we only see one thing. We don't see the many blessings that He puts upon us that takes the place of what someone else hasn't done.
Mhm.
You keep sowing into Him, He's going to keep sowing into you.
Yeah.
So I just want you to be encouraged, whatever your situation is. Bless the Lord at all times and
Amen.
let His praises continually be in your mouth. Find something to bless Him about. This is one day and
Mhm.
your life is not over.
Mhm.
Be encouraged today just to know that you can sow into your own self by saying, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, knowing who you are, not who the enemy has sent people to tell you you are. You got to know it right well.
Mhm.
So we just want you to be blessed today. And whatever your situation is, remember it's not the end. So, yes, have a wonderful day. We love you. We can never love you the way Yeshua loves you. He loves you with an everlasting love. And guess what? If you seek his face while he may be found, he's right there. Because why? He never leaves you nor forsakes you. He doesn't forsake you. You might think he does, but he doesn't. If you honor him and you follow his instructions, he doesn't forsake you.
That's right.
He's
He's right.
always. So I don't know if you want to say something else, Minister Wanda.
Just remember, like we just read, his thoughts, the sum of his thoughts of you are as the sand. And you can't you cannot count the sand all over the world. That's not even possible. But that's how many thoughts. That's the sum of his thoughts towards you. They're precious. Don't allow one day the world has taken. Don't allow it to define who you are as a mother, because that one day does not define you. But how Yahweh sees you in his eyes, that's what defines you. And you most certainly are. You're fearfully and wonderfully made.
So beautiful.
Yes, we want you to know it all well right. I am. I know it. And that's what we want for you.
Yeah.
So enjoy yourself today.
Hey, Lady Sheikah. She said, "You're fired today."
And so are you. Thank you for wearing your hat with me.
Oh, this is all because of Minister Wanda, Elder Wanda. Oh, gosh. Thank you for making me look beautiful today.
You always look beautiful.
So do
And
you.
to your beautiful daughters, we want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing your mom with us. Thank you for allowing us to love on her. We get to share her every Sunday morning. I've grown to love her. And there are other people who kind of pull on her. And so we just want to say you both are beautiful young ladies, beautiful women. And we, as the people who love her, love you as well. And we're so proud of you. So thank you again for being wonderful daughters and sharing your mom with us. We appreciate you.
And thank you. Thank your children. For
Oh, child, they don't care.
You get up 6 o'clock every Sunday morning. And I know with your schedule, listen, she's a teacher. She has her own salon. She's in school. She got a lot going on. And for her to sacrifice her Sunday morning because she wants to be with you is so amazing to me. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you come on. When you send me a text saying you ain't coming on, I'm like,
I'm really tired. If y'all don't see me here, it's because I'm really, 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 really tired. And tired on my body. But last week, emotionally, I wasn't able to be here fully. And so I just told Prophet Leslie, I need you to go on without me today. And she said, okay. And she did good, y'all. She
look,
did.
I'm like, say what? When she sent me those texts, I'm like, say what? But we love you as well, Minister Wanda, and you help make the world go round. So let me say this, and we're going to close out. A world without you is like a world without color. Don't you forget that.
Yes.
You are important and you are needed. And yeah, it might look a little messy right now, but your purpose is aligning you for your destiny. Keep going. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I want to say, now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us.
Thank you. Have a great day, you guys.
Have an amazing day and be blessed.